This season is gonna be fire! And no, it's not because it's summer and hot as hell, it's because some really good shows are taking up the stage for the same time, as well as some of them returning for renewed seasons. This summer is gonna be hella lit to say the least, and this season is gonna have a lot of heavy hitters like Bleach, Bungo Stray Dogs, Mushoku Tensei, and of course, Jujutsu Kaisen. Before we get into this list though, I would really appreciate it if you guys would subscribe to the channel and press on that bell icon to keep yourself notified of all our latest new videos. And maybe by chance, introduce me to your good friends, maybe your parents, maybe your sisters, brothers, siblings, cousins. You know, I make quite the damn impression, and you can even introduce me as one of your friends. Also, be aware of the following spoilers. And with that said, let's dig in. At number 16, we have MASAMUNE-KUN'S Revenge R. Good lord, finally, it's back! After that hell of a cliffhanger ending off in 2017, and by the way, for your information, that was 6 years ago. We're no longer in 2019, people, this kinda sucks. But this show is finally back to reveal the decision of Masamune of whether to break Aki's trust or betray her, or not. Finally, after all this time, we got to have a second season of the show exploring further into this awkward to say the least relationship of Masamune and Aki, his childhood friend become enemy. The cast is still the same, however, with some new faces added into the mix, and some new hidden truths that will be revealed when the time comes. All the way to the rejection of Aki to Masamune all those years back that might cause him to rethink the whole revenge thing. Honestly, I've been waiting for this anime to return, and I kinda lost hope for it at some point, so you can already tell just how excited I am that the show is finally back in all its glory! Let's just hope that the anime plot is still as good as the animations for Season 2 in the trailer. Coming in number 15 is Rent-A-Girlfriend Season 3. The Rent-A-Girlfriend series became extremely popular when it first hit the screen on July 2020. This cute yet cringe most of the time anime is back for its third installment, and color me amazed, I thought the show was gonna die all the way since Season 1. Yet here we are, ready for Season 3. This season will pick off from where the second season ended, with the funds raised and Chizuru determined to make her dream and her grandmother's dream come true. The work on producing the movie that she will lead as the main actress begins. Of course, there will be a lot of complications through it all, and things won't be simple to say the least. But hey, at least if they do fail, I will for once enjoy the anime. Can you tell my opinion on it? And at number 14, we have Horimiya Peace. This show was the greatest hit when it came out a few years back, and finally, after a long wait, it is back in all its beauty, prime, and glory to show us once again that anime isn't only about girls with big badonkadonks and fan service. This anime is the definition of wholesome. And for this season, Horimiya, The Missing Pieces, will be adapting the anime manga panel's side stories that never made it into the first season. And it will be quite a trip visiting this anime and its iconic and colorful cast once again. Personally, I am rooting for this season, and even though it is giving off filler vibes, I'm still happy with getting a second season of this anime. Coming in number 13 is Zom 100, Bucket List of the Dead. The poor guy, he completely went bonkers. Oh, allow me to explain. This main character has been working in one of the most toxic environments in Japan, in an exploitive corporation that is killing him slowly but surely, as well as any sense of emotion or individuality he ever had. His only console in life is those few hours he gets at home to watch some movies and have fun before he collapses from exhaustion. However, this time everything is different. Different, how you ask? Oh, nothing much. It's just that this whole damn city is infested with freaking zombies, and what do you expect him to do in this case? Of course, other than running for his life? He should be terrified as fuck, no? Well, he isn't exactly. Actually, it's quite the opposite. He has never felt more alive until now. Honestly, I am super excited to see how this one is gonna go and how it's gonna end. Let's have our fingers crossed for it not to flop, shall we? Coming in number 12 is The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses. A season can't be complete without the brand new love story that comes with it now, can it? As for this season, the manga that is getting an adaptation has quite the straightforward plot. Eiyuu, a beautiful girl that the main character is crushing on hard, is her desk mate. has a tendency to forget her eyeglasses at home from time to time, and since she is practically blind without those glasses, she needs the help of someone to get her through the day. And who is a better choice than Kaede, her knight in shining armor? As she relies more and more on Kaede's help, her feelings for him grow. Likewise, as he spends more time with her, he grows more attached to her. This anime is gonna be the wholesome anime of the season. Coming at number 11, The Duke of Death and His Maid, Season 2. I personally am not a fan of romance or CGI or blending the two together. Most definitely is my cup of tea. However, when it came to Shinigami Bochan, everything changed. This anime was quite the game changer for me when it came to romance anime. The entire premise of the show and the curse the little lord was suffering from was more than appealing for me in many ways and shapes. One of them is the fact that it gives the vibe of forbidden love, which is kinda a tease for some that watch the show, and the fact that this anime builds up on its material and idea rather than resorting to etchiness and fan service. The show is now back in all its glory to explore even more of the boundaries that Bochan and his maid can traverse in the name of love. And who knows, maybe this season will finally grant us a solution to end the curse put on Bochan once and for all, giving him the right to resume a normal life. Coming in number 10 is Reign of the Seven Spell Blades. Hey, you remember that unforgivable curses in the Harry Potter and the most known killing curse Avada Kedavra? Yeah, well, apparently in this anime they have 7 of those forbidden spells. Well, technically they had 6 for the longest time until one student decided to break the laws of physics, existence, time, space, and especially the laws of the Academy to create the 7th spell. An attack that is guaranteed to kill its opponent, no matter what happens, erasing everything in its path, transcending light speed, time, space, and even shattering the concept of distance altogether. What I described here is just one of those 7 spell blades. And now you realize just how powerful they can be and the reason behind them being highly taboo and, well, forbidden. The main character in this show is set on a path of vengeance from those that killed his mother. Is he going to find them and finally exact his revenge? Or will the Academy drop him in a dark spiral of secrets that were better to be left buried? Or maybe both. Or maybe none. I don't know. The only way you'll know is to watch the show and find out for yourself. Coming in number 9 is Liar Liar. No, we're not talking about that Jim Carrey movie made back in the 90s. But since no one else is saying it, I'm just gonna say it myself. Is this a gender-swapped Kage Kururi? Like seriously, you guys, just go and read this anime description on Mal and tell me that it isn't similar to that of Kage Kururi. With the mad yet for some reason alluring Jabami Yumiko, Liar Liar seems like an anime that will follow into the footsteps of Kage Kururi and keep its legacy alive, or it's the way of the anime industry in telling us that we ain't getting a new Kage Kururi season anytime soon. Probably ever. This anime, however, seems like a worthy successor of the mind game trope that began all the way with No Game, No Life, an anime that I am still waiting for a season 2 of to this very day. Coming at number 8 is My Unique Skill Makes Me Overpowered Even at Level 1. As gamers, we can all agree that farming for item craftables and equipment, well, it just plain sucks. It wastes a lot of time and is a pain in the ass for everyone. Apparently, this main character never got the memo of having such an issue. Why? Simply because this bastard has one of the most skills any true MMORPG player would die for. The ability to multiply dropped items from monsters. And it's not like he has it at a high percentage or anything, oh no, he has that stat maxed and is guaranteed to receive high drops every time. I'll give you a simple example. So let's say I need a drop of 250 slime essence from, well, you guessed it, slimes. Each slime gives only one at a time. And this means that you will need to find 250 slimes and kill them all. Well, hey now, just imagine the time it will take, the resources it'll take to heal your character, and the button mashing. On the other side, this bitch here, thanks to his passive, can get a guaranteed drop of 10 essence per slime every freaking time, meaning that he only needs to kill 25, and then he can call it a day. See how broken that is? For once, it's not about the overpowered skills and destructive abilities. I mean, yeah, technically it is broken and overpowered as hell, but not in the offensive type of way. It's more of a logistics insane buff. Coming in number 7 is, Am I Actually the Strongest? Imagine being disowned and losing all that you hold dear over a mechanical malfunction and limitation. Because that's exactly what happened with Heart. After reincarnating into this world of spells and magic, he was granted the power level of 1002, a power level unprecedented by anyone. Unfortunately for him, the machine that assessed his magical level was, inadequate and unequipped to deal with such a high power level, since it could only display 2 digits, nothing more. As a result, the machine gave a false determination of the level of Heart to be just 2, since that's all it could read, causing him to get disowned and abandoned in a forest in the middle of nowhere. However, during his encounter with the Fenrir Flay, he realizes just how powerful his magic abilities are, after it causes Flay to submit to him and admit defeat after he uses his barrier skill. Coming in at number 6 is Level 1 Demon Lord and One Room Hero. Talk about a Demon Lord that just doesn't know when to quit. 10 years ago, a clash of titans took place in the castle of the Demon Lord, with him on one side and his nemesis, the hero Max and his party, on the other. Those two parties clashed hard and fought fiercely in hopes of destroying the other. After a long fought battle, Max was successful in defeating the Demon Lord. However, if we learned one thing about Demon Lords in anime, is that they are, well, they're a resilient bunch to say the least, and no matter how many times you chop off that damn head of the snake, another one will just sprout out in its place. And that's exactly what happened. After the demon Mao realized he was going to lose the battle, he went into a deep slumber in order to regain whatever power he had left over in him. 10 years later, Mao awakens from his slumber to find himself in the form of a chibi shadow of his old self. And what was the first thing he decided to do? Search for his old nemesis, of course. After discovering the sorry state Max, the once powerful hero, was living in, Mao decided to help by reminding him of the glory days, in hopes of reigniting the flames of heroism in him once more. Coming in number 5 is Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation Season 2. The Academy of Magic arc is finally here, and Rudeus is back for more adventures and trials to be taken on this arduous and long path of reuniting once again with his family and his loved ones. The cataclysm that destroyed his life and took his family from him changed everything for Rudeus, and now he is out there in the world by himself, looking for any clues that could take him to his family or lead him to their whereabouts. This time his younger sister is going to take center stage as a key main character of this arc, as well as the return of the beautiful Sylphie, the little elvish girl that Rudeus promised to go to the Magic Academy with once they grew up. The world building of the show is just unparalleled, to say the least, and this level of detail, animation, and world building depth is what isekai anime from this day forth should be aiming for and aspiring to reach someday. Coming in number 4 is Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. Itadori and the gang are back for more, and they are itching to purify curses from this world through any means necessary. Their abilities will prove vital in the battles coming up ahead, and if they hope to make it out alive, then they need to train as hard as they are able to in order to make it through the season and trial in one piece, or, at least breathing. I am still not sure myself to which point of the manga Season 2 is being adapted. However, if it reaches the arc that I think it will, then this is about to be a bloodbath, a battle worthy of bonus that could even mark the end of an era. Coming in at number 3 is Bleach, the 1,000-Year Blood War, the Separation. The war with the Quincy's are just getting started, and Ichigo just got a brand new weapon to test out. The cost, though, was quite the heavy one. Losing Zangetsu and Old Man Zangetsu at the same time must have taken a toll on his psyche somehow. However, this isn't the time to lament and cry over them. This is the time and fight to defeat the Quincy's that are trying to practically end the freaking world through their actions. This season will include some of the best battles ever in Bleach, as well as the reveal of some of the most powerful captain-level bankais that we haven't gotten the pleasure to witness yet on screen, except in manga panels. And honestly, as a huge fan of Shunsui, I just can't wait to see his bankai animated and in action. And of course, I can't wait to see the bankai of Kisuke Urahara. But the one I am most excited for will always be that of Shunsui. Coming in number 2 is Bungo Stray Dogs 5. After the events of Season 4, the least we can say about the detective agency is that they are in a very bad shape. This expression doesn't even scratch the surface of the shitshow that they got plunged into. Atsushi, Dazai, Itogawa, Kunikita, Akiko, and even Izumi are all branded as terrorists and are being hunted all over the world by, well, honestly, everyone. Their only hope of proving their innocence lies within the hands of an enigmatic figure known as Kamui. Their hopes and dreams of returning to their normal lives in the agency are quite the far-fetched ones as of now. Itagawa will be taking the lead this time and guiding his friends on this dangerous path that they must tread through. And we will have the chance to watch all this season and witness it all firsthand. And number 1 goes to Eiyuu Kyoushitsu. I gotta say, this show has some fire for the animation. It just looks so good. It looks flawless. At least that's what I got from the trailer. This is once again another anime about someone reincarnating with some of the most broken abilities ever. This main character has abilities that are on par with those of the most powerful students in the school for heroes, the fiery girl that was granted the title of Fire Empress. This show, it really feels familiar somehow. Oh, I know. It's because it's a copy of Chivalry of a Failed Knight, that's why. It even literally has the same kind of concept, except that this setting is that of a world of fantasy and demon lords. Look, I love isekai, and I am actually kind of rooting for this anime to prove me wrong and show me some sense of originality to it. What I'm saying is, for now, I'll just stick to giving it the benefit of the doubt. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I had fun making it for you. I would appreciate it if you guys would smash that like button, subscribe, comment, and pressing the bell icon to keep yourself notified of all our latest new videos and upcoming projects. Also, don't forget to tell me down in the comments about the anime you are planning to watch this upcoming season, and if you have any cool ideas for any upcoming videos, don't be shy, share them with us in the comments down below. And as for now, I'll catch you later. See you in the next one.